that win against Ohio State kind of just did it for me. That's a hard place to play. We all played there. Um, that's a really hard place to play. I mean, I couldn't make a hot route the entire time, and I see motherfuckers get active at my home field. I see motherfuckers way out. They'll run 5 wide and talk to the last guy out there. But you can't even talk to your running back in Ohio State. So I respect that win. And I also respect the Southern Miss win, but he hasn't been as dominant as Clemson has in his games. So I can see the 1 and 2 there, but Ohio State did it for me.
Yep. I got Savage here as well at 1 for the same reason. On the road, beat Ohio State, tough opponent, got it done. This could be a whole lot different. Hey, lost to Virginia, and the fact that it would have been Virginia in that fashion. Even if he had lost by 7,
there are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on last year's national champion, the Delaware Blue Hens. 3A Sports College Football, Iris Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside.
And like I said, I had myself at 1. Like I said, it came down to point differential for me. I have it from the differential. And like I said, that Virginia game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So SMU's offense takes the field to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like,
really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Mustangs in the hurry up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you try to get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. 3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They didn't have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
This man writes is clueless.
Give to the back. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
Run game is good. The balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Pocket breaking down. Lights it in the air. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. That's caught and it's rolling. Strong, firm tackle. And the Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Balls it in and looking upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, a double-air offense going back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Under fire. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present. It to be a run play, it worked perfectly. How about the speed on the back end, taking the top off the defense, an accurate throw with a lot of pressure by the QB, and they link up for a massive score on 4th down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1, 2, 3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
We have our very first
The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground.
It'll be exciting. Some people got eliminated already, but I mean, if you're still here and you want to try it, you might be going home. You might not be going home, but it's going to be an exciting game. I might pick against it. I don't know, but hopefully we'll see the given that people +1.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Good travel and come back, and he makes the catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, And some defensive backs just
say
have a
you
way
can't,
of finding the football. He's starting to
let's say it's
develop.
50 people
His
like you
third
take
interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that small
you
back.
can't flip
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calls? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are that good.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time, scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll be able to get on one more play before quarter's end. He's close to that first down, maybe just a couple minutes short. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Staying in there.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4 inches, and they'll go for it. Drag down, Bedell. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Great pick up as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Blue Hens are rolling down the field. Must have thrown on first down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's inside. They make the stop at the 2, but he's done enough to give them a first and goal.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check it.
And he takes it in for the score. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to be a big difference.
They didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden.
There he goes. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them a first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that. But thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
Wide open, he makes the catch. After the long game, but they've got it now, first and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Getting set for the point after.
This running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he's showing all of those attributes right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American.
Continues to fight for yards. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, the Blue Hen offense is going to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, you might be able to slip a few runs in this drive to really jack them.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it in the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The incompletion back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be careful with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB at the moment.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Pulls it in. It's Horn. Makes the grab at 90. Quite enough for the first down. Pretty good gain on that play. That defensive front just as they knock him down for a big loss.
We're not going to do that. I'm not
The
saying like
Mustangs will send out
say
the
at the
punt
end of the
unit.
year, 14 games. You have to pick on yourself. You can't be like, oh, you can't pick on yourself. No, you can. You just don't. You can't just. That's the case. Twice. You know, I know I would. You know, if it came down to it, if I really needed to, then I would just pick myself twice. And if I lose, I lose. I'll gamble on myself. But I just don't want that to be. You can't keep picking yourself or pick yourself to get points. That's dumb. So, told Brandon before we went on live I didn't want it to be 2 hours, and it ended up being 2 hours. So next time we won't be 2 hours. We ain't doing what we did today. Rapid.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 45. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the handoff. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. He just holds onto that football. He might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Summers. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? Now on the move. And he'll slide after picking up the first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got the back over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. We're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Delaware.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. Defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Horn. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard of the passes. When you need to put the ball on the line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Here comes the heat. For the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Back to throw, time running short in the half. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit.
Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half.
And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. There's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Blue Hens come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Baker. Pulls it in. Turning it on. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. They'll run play action. Under fire. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Blue Hens come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got some room in to the goal line. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the trail.
And the punishment has been extended. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? They'll try to add another to their lead. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
Don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, he's so fast. You can tell the angle is just getting chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch it. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Randall. Shakes off the defender.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. Crosses the 45 out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Delaware. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. And he will get home. The quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Horn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it at the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. In the backfield, it's Randall. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just...
Oh, it's a fumble. The defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on fourth down and short. It's on fourth down and goal. Lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on fourth down.
Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. He's going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a...
He unleashes a long one. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Man, we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. We've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first production.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fine play action. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sack.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's a play. Right down the gut of the field. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. They're waiting for the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.